If there's one thing humans are going to be in this reality, it is incredibly entitled. Astoundingly entitled. In the past week, I have seen several news reports about typhoons in North America, in the Philippines, in Japan. Where else? There was another recent place that was seeing a typhoon. That's crazy. And these are different parts of the world. Like right now, I think Pakistan is like at least 20% of it is like fucking flooded, like devastatingly flooded. And yet the fucking thing, the issue people don't seem to realize is that above just saving the environment, we have no entitlement to the Earth's ecosystem as it exists right now, or let's say as it's existed within the past 10,000 years, because the way it's existed within that time has been enough to build and maintain civilizations for a very long time. Yet before that, it was just ice age or this age or heat age or whatever or flood age, blah blah blah, and the stuff is still it's still going on. It still has been going on, but at the same time, to see the different temperature changes across the history of the planet, it is astounding that humans just think, oh yeah, I'm born here, so we just it's just we're entitled to the sun showing up in the morning. We're entitled to the moon showing up. Like the moon could just fucking spin out of its orbit, maybe. I don't know. We get meteors hitting Earth all the time, but why hasn't there ever been like just a huge ass fucking meteor to just like slam through the fucking planet? I honestly don't know. It's not like I'm fucking hoping for it. If it happens, it's not like I discourage because I'm like, hey, finally the universe is like, yeah, no, you all gotta go fucking, you all gotta get fucked. But there's just been enough, not even coincidences. Oh yeah, no, we can thank Jupiter for that. Yeah, we can thank Jupiter because Jupiter redirects most of the meteors that would be headed for Earth. Even then, even if you just travel across the Earth, like different geographical areas, you're not gonna be able to breathe easily in the Antarctic. You're not gonna be able to walk easily in the Sahara Desert. With the really hot, really cold places with you're not going to be able to breathe in like really deep caves. We have found a planet that, or at least we were born into a planet where the ecosystem was just right for us to thrive and grow agriculture, do all these kinds of things. But when you really look at it, it's fine, yes, but at the same time, whether we have the conditions to do what we do, even the predators, even like the pathogens, the bacteria, the fungi, the parasites, they have adapted it to it as well. They've adapted so well that bacteria and viruses and a lot of other these microorganisms, they function the best in a human body because the human body is like the right temperature for them. Like not just that, but we also have enough water in us to fuel their biochemical reactions. So even the viruses had to adapt. Even the bacteria had to adapt. Even with all that involved, the Earth has been in a state that you can walk out and see a sunset. You sit down and look at a sunset, and the sun isn't burning through your fucking eyes. You could maybe build a snowman if you live in a really snowy area. And yet you know that in a few months it's going to be a different season. It's going to be that. I honestly believe it's that season, the seasonal weather that's given humans such a confidence in the future, right? Oh yeah, the winter is long, but it will be over, blah blah blah. We have really become so we have taken the earth for granted. We still do take the earth for granted. And people just have like they continue to just ignore and push aside climate change. I would rather just call it climate destruction. Climate change is just, the climate critics will say, yeah, the climate changes all the time. But if you ask them the difference between the weather and the climate, they'll short circuit. I would rather just call it climate destruction, because that is what we're doing. We're destroying the climate that allows humans to thrive. And don't even be mistaken about it. They're going to create a system that will end up charging people for oxygen. Like, I am 100. It is the only thing that, and maybe sunlight, that they can't charge us for. You just go out in the world, and you don't even have to go out, and just in your room, wherever you live, you're just breathing, But look at how decrepitly fucking greedy they are. Every single aspect of our lives has been monetized. Every single one. You think they're not coming for the oxygen next? Like, look at the landscape we live in. I think they will create an excuse to put domes on top of cities so that they can also restrict the oxygen flow. Maybe not cities, but like certain places, right? Certain places they'll be like doing the demo, like, yeah, people can live in this dome and it has everything, when really you're essentially bottled up in one place. They control the oxygen flow, they control the water flow, they control, whether who leaves and who doesn't leave, right? That is the last thing we have. That is the last thing we own, is just the ability to breathe. And a lot of people live in some very fucking polluted areas, so they can't even do that very well. The ability to see the sun and just breathe. A lot of people don't even see the sun, right? But you can guarantee that they're literally working on ways right this fucking second to figure out how they're going to charge us for sunlight. As in we need like 10-15 minutes of sunlight every day to synthesize enough vitamin D. Like, daily vitamin D dosage is like less than half an hour in the indirect sunlight. Yeah, wear sunscreen, obviously. And oxygen, I hope I don't need to tell you the importance of oxygen. I'm sure there's some decrepit fucking skeleton of a billionaire that's like, how dare these peasants just breathe for free, Literally, I don't think I'm fucking thinking too far ahead. And what are we gonna do then? People in a bid to compete, they're competing in like a non-existent competition that's still just enriching so many people. So many people that's not them, right? Okay, it's a fraction of people, but so many in the sense that most of those people are not the majority of us. And this is one reason why I'm really starting to dislike the YouTube the corporation. There are times I will literally like type a long ass fucking comment that took me like 10 minutes to probably figure out what exactly I wanted to say or reply to someone. And as soon as I reply, the comment is deleted. I had to like think, like, did I press the wrong button? Did I do it? No, it's fucking YouTube. And what I don't understand is how fucking randomly arbitrary it is. Like, unless they're already fucking honing in on my channel and just deleting shit, like, even though I just have like 200 subscribers, it seems like any fraction of like uh just opposing opinion is just a deep threat to them. That's what it seems to me. Like you have to wonder how many people do they actually have working in these moderation teams? And what kind of bullshit policies are they telling them to follow? Because how does it make sense for somebody to comment something, even having no swear words in it, and when I go and click the comment, I can't find the comment. It's already gone. But they're doing it for our safety, right? They're doing it for our fucking safety. Like, this is so insidious, and it's happening right in front of us. I don't know if other platforms, I don't think they do it as much as YouTube does, because YouTube has had experience with this quite a bit. I think they do. I think they do. They all copy each other. But the YouTube fucking corporate team is a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. Like, I know this may just be a tangent, but like, I think it fits in. Because they're doing just everything to stifle people's mentality. Like, anything that might be perceived as offensive to like some fucking like blue-haired upper middle class fucking like theater kid or something. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what kind of person just sits around and is like, yeah, delete that comment, deplatform them, like delete that video. And it's like, if you watch the video yourself, you're like, what the hell about this needed deplatforming? Is it just critical thinking? Is it, posing questions to people that are the alternative to what YouTube wants people to be to investigate? What is it? It's just fucking arbitrary. They're just further stifling, like literally just strangling the fucking life out of people's brains. And it's incredibly frustrating. And I think they do it on purpose like that. It is to frustrate you. Some people think they can control the weather right now. Like, not YouTube, but like, I don't know if it's governments or corporations that control the weather right now. I've seen some ways that they can like manipulate, I think the humidity or something to cause more rain. But I think not littering is a form of controlling the weather, right? It doesn't have to be some like big conspiracy theory. Even just putting your garbage in the right place, will ultimately lead to less like to less pollution, right? And I guess there is acidic rain, but I think acidic rain is mostly caused from like erosion from agriculture, like erosion, runoff, one of the two, from agriculture. So like the dissolved fertilizers will dissolve into the waterways, make the waterways toxic as fuck, kill the fish, turn the water acidic as fuck, and that water evaporates along with the other acidic toxins, and it literally just becomes acid rain incredibly quickly. We've polluted the earth so much, it's raining acid. We're literally burning our skin alive because we don't know how to we just don't know how to take care of this planet. It's the entitlement. And it feeds into that doomsday mentality that so many breeders have. What's the future gonna look like for my kids, or blah blah blah, like what, how are we gonna get out of this? And they didn't think to themselves, hey, maybe having kids would have been a way to not having kids would have been a way to get out of this in the first place. Because then you have less mouths to feed, you have less resources to waste, you have just a lot less of everything that makes this place so fucking exploitative. But no, that's somehow selfish. It's selfish to not create more human beings who need more and more resources. That's selfish. Okay. How like, what the like, seriously, if you saw the back-to-back news reports I saw on different news channels, by the way, You just see a typhoon here, typhoon in Puerto Rico, typhoon going to Canada, typhoon going to fucking the Philippines, Japan, Pakistan. Like, what the fuck kind of time are we living in, man? Like, the Earth is literally finally fucking turning on us, right? The Earth is finally sick of our shit. And we're just like, oh, yep, yeah, keep fucking eating, shitting, breeding, fucking. Something's gonna change. Something's gonna change. Why did it have to be just us? Is there an animal that's actually like an alien species and they've just been watching us this whole time? Maybe are cats aliens? They just got so fed up of trying to see what humanity's doing, so they just watch us from the living room or something. Why is it this shitty ass species, man? Really? It is actually so boring. It's actually stunning to me that people want to fucking make it to 70 plus years old. What the fuck else are you learning that's new on this place, right? What the fuck else are you really learning about this place? If you haven't learned that it's not a place that most humans can actually thrive in the way it is with the circumstances we exist right now, what the fuck else are you learning? You know? Oh yeah, you lived to fucking 86 or 96. Congrats. Why couldn't there have been like uh another species of being that's just as intelligent as us that also lives on this planet, but they're not us, like they're not human as well. Okay, they're not human, but let's say they're humanoid, right? Why is it that we're stuck on this fucking rock in particular? Or maybe is it that we're just born too early for space travel? But even that, like, space travel itself is going to be uh very untenable for, like, I personally don't think we'll see, like, uh space travel become it won't become commercially available. We might see somebody land on Mars. I don't know if they did somebody land on Mars? No, that was Elon Musk's fucking brain farting. Because the problem is getting there. How long is going to take to get there? And if you're going to come back, because you're essentially just sending those people on a death mission. They're going to die there. They're just going to collect their research, whatever, but they're going to die there. Venus isn't. You really can't colonize Venus. I'm pretty sure it's the actual hottest planet in our solar system because it has an atmosphere of like sulfur dioxide or something. Like, it's literally like an acidic ass atmosphere. Mercury has no atmosphere, even though it's closest to the sun. But like those two planets are already knocked off. Uh, Mars probably. Jupiter definitely not. The pressure is too fucking much. What else? Saturn, I think is too far. Uh, Neptune. I think it rains diamonds on Neptune or something. So, I really have to think. Why the fuck? What kind of intelligent ass fucking creator just creates us to stay fixed to the ground for the vast majority of our lives? Okay, yes, there's cars and there's airplanes and there's ships like, what is which creator is it that made us subject to fucking gravity? That is like one of the lamest fucking concepts I could think of. Or not just gravity, or maybe we could have had the ability to fly or just breathe without oxygen so we can breathe in space or something. Okay, then again, it's also the cold, and I think just all this blah 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 bullshit, all these fucking technicalities, right? Why does it have to be this fucking planet? And it's like everybody's just stuck on here. Even the rich are stuck on here. I'm sure they'd probably be fucking living in a mansion on the moon or something if they could. They would love to do that, to separate themselves from the fucking poors once and for all. But as long as we have this planet, for as long as we're going to stay here, wouldn't it make sense to just make the place a little better off than when you left? Or it wouldn't make sense and everything's just gonna die and burn to the ground. So, like, Your doomsday mentality is not fucking unique, right? If this is how you think, it's not unique at all. You will eventually find the doomsday clique that's right for you if this is how you think. Yes, it's all futile, but at the same time, like, damn. You know, that's kind of pathetic that you look at yourself like that if that's how you think. You know, like, like I don't want to, I don't want to even sound disrespectful, but why would anyone respect you if that's the opinion you hold, right? Fuck even breeders, man. But like, why would anyone in general respect you if that's the outlook you have on yourself, right? Because people think the good that they have to do is like to become the fucking president of the United States and the king of England at the same time, and it's not, right? It's not. People blow this shit up. They blow it out of proportion all the time, and there's no need to do that. You know, at least take care of yourself and then take care of your surroundings. If you really put that into practice, honestly, I think you would have a much better mind. You would have a much better outlook on life. And while you're here, just do what you can while you're here. That's how I live. Just do what you can while you're here.